your verdict then? Not just tonight, but after the 2 games. What are your thoughts?
Well, I thought, you know, when you look at the first game, obviously it's a bedding in period. We know that he's talked about wanting to attack and wingers attacking people and dribbling and, you know, quick, intense, exciting football. And I think that they've tried, but I thought the 2 defences what we've come up against done pretty well to start from. I thought the goal, what epitomises what we're going to need to do, is runs like Declan made in that for that second goal. But like in the main, we had a lot of possession. I thought they defended well, but we didn't do enough with the possession, especially when we got into certain areas where we could have made better crosses or better final balls.
Did England not play quickly enough, either Friday or tonight?
Possibly so. I think it was a school report. You give them a C+. I think there's a lot more to come from him. I think the 2 games on paper were very easy. Great start for the manager. You knew you were going to get the 2 victories. Even tonight, 26, 27 shots, 27 on target. Loads of bits to improve. End product wasn't that great. At least the sub came on and it had an effect in the game. But I thought it was OK. It was OK.
Thomas, you wanted improvement from Friday. Did you get it?
Yeah, I guess so. It was not an easy match. We had to unlock it. Yeah, saw a lot of good things. We have a good result, another clean sheet. We created a lot of chances from set pieces. And OK, we needed a free kick to unlock it. But in general, I'm happy with the attitude. I'm happy with the energy and the desire to do the stuff that we want. And we will get there.
You gave Reece James his first start for England in 2.5 years. Did you see that free kick coming?
Well, I know Reece, and I know the foot and the quality that the boy has is amazing.
What has he shown tonight as well? Tonight will mean a lot to him, I'm sure, that goal, but also being on the pitch and playing his part in the second goal.
Yeah, hopefully, and because he has every right to be proud and happy and satisfied with his performance. I think he's in excellent shape. When we called him up, we knew he had not so many games, but it was not due to injury. It was like they took just care of him and managed him. So he was consecutive weeks in training. He looks sharp. He looks in shape. And about the quality, there cannot be any doubt.
Was the second goal the template to an extent of the way you want to play?
Yeah, this was better acceleration. I think, like especially in the second half, we started a little bit to slow the game down and play too much without movement, which makes no sense. And we didn't want to do this. But the second goal was well worked because we had some acceleration from a position where they didn't expect it. So we had the front 5, but the acceleration came from one of our 6s, from Declan, into the space. And we encourage everyone to have these, with Reece and Miles and Declan, to have these late accelerations. We struggled a little bit until the goal, but you saw also what the goal gave us, a lot of freedom and a little bit of excitement, and everything felt a little bit easier after that.
On another day, does Jude Bellingham get a second yellow card?
Was the first yellow? Yeah, I'm not so sure. So yeah, I was, we were a bit lucky and took straight away the decision to take him and not take the risk and take him off.
How did Morgan Rogers do?
Good, happy with him in general. He deserved to start because he trained very good and plays very good for Villa. I think in a match where we are so dominant, it can maybe suit him a little bit more to play from the wing. Once we played him, once we put him on the wing, he felt a bit more freedom in the first touches, and he can work his way into his dynamic movements. It was a little bit more space than for him than in the half space. So yeah, it's interesting because I learn about the players, I learn about the game, and that's good.
What has this week told you then, above all? What's the key takeaway for Thomas Tuchel, England manager?
Very easy. I mean, I told the boys on Monday, they reminded me instantly why I took the job and why I was so excited, because of the players. I love their attitude and the energy and the commitment and the quality in training and after training. It's a very nice group, exciting group to work with. And we will get there. We will get there. You see, once we get a little bit of freedom and a little bit of weight off our shoulders, and we get to know each other better and better, then we will get better. But meanwhile, we have our first qualifiers. We have scored 5. We have not conceded. So, good start.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think if there's one takeaway from that interview and everything we've heard from Thomas Tuchel, it's about pace, isn't it? He said the word acceleration at least twice. Talked about pace. England started too slowly. He wants his team to play on the front foot with some speed.
Yeah, fine, yeah, which is something I'm sure that we will be able to do. But then it's going to be very difficult when you've got teams that are going to play that deep. You could pass as quickly as you want in front of them, going in that semicircle. If you can try and pass it through the lines quickly, 1-2s, you might be able to break them down. But we saw Latvia, what are they, 100 and what?
140.
140, and look how hard it was to break them down. It's not easy. So you're going to have to be patient with what he wants to do. We know what he wants to do. He wants it to be pace and quick and, you know what I mean, dynamic and exciting. But that's going to take
It's the right message, isn't it, though?
But no, but I think that is easy. I think it is easy if you got the quality. The manager said, Tuchel said, it was an easy game. It was an easy game. Look at all the stats: 70-odd possession, 20-odd shots, a few on target. They gave up one chance. That was self-inflicted. They scored 3 goals. Should have been 7 or 8. So it was an easy game. But in terms of getting pace in the last third, you said that for most teams. We said that the other night. Slow build-up, and then it's quick in the last final third. That's where you cause the problems. And that's what they need to do more of. But they have the players capable of doing it. He's had 2 games. He'd be pleased with it. But we keep saying it. There's obviously bigger tests yet to come.
Are you excited, briefly, by what you've seen? Or would you be more excited when we see a little bit more of what we've been talking about?
Well, yeah. Of course I will. But, like, when you look at the spine, we've got Pickford, Gahey, Rice, Bellingham, Keane. You know what I mean? It's a good spine to start off with. So
you don't look excited.
What are you going to say?
Right, yeah.
Tell your face. Tell your face. No.
Thank you, gents.
Guys, well done. Fantastic. First goals for your country as well. Eberiche, first sum up the performance.
Yeah, I think it was a strong performance from us. We know what we needed to do today, and it was important to win, and that was the main thing. I think we've done well.
Your first start for England in 2.5 years. What a way to crown it.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've had a frustrating 2.5 years. You know, I'm so happy to get called up for my country again, and you know, I'm happy to play.
Well, tell us about the free kick. What a strike.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the wall and I felt I could bend it around, and you know, thankfully I managed to hit the back of the net.
Eberiche, what a strike.
Say again?
What a strike.
Yeah. You know the qualities that he's got. He's capable of hitting dead balls like that, and yeah, it's expected at his quality.
A relaxed celebration, shall we say?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised it actually hit the net. You know, I thought the keeper could have maybe got there, but you know, looking at the replay, it was probably tough.
And Eberiche, you come on then and make an impact. That was key, obviously. That would have been the message from the manager.
Yeah, for sure. I always want to impact the game whenever I play, however long I get. And today it's come off, and again, I'm happy to get a goal as well, contribute.
Well, here it is.
Yeah, I just tried to create space, try to destabilise the defender and get my shot off, and it worked today.
And just briefly, you've worked with Thomas before. What's this week told you about him and how he'll be as England manager?
Sorry, what did you say?
How will Thomas be as England manager? You've worked with him a lot. What's this week told you?
No, his ideas are clear. You know, his goals and his targets. You know, he set them out from the minute he come in, and you know, we have one objective, and you know, our objective, you know, starts this international, and you know, we need to keep on building right up until the World Cup.
Thank you, guys. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice one.